Hi there, this is Nikki from Musings by Nikki. Hello. I decided that I should start showing you my projects, and so I'm going to show you, this is my second journal that I've made, and so I'm going to show you, this one is actually for a friend, but it has all these lovely trims and beads, and this one's I love. And lots of sewing and lots of little danglies and things. It has a curved spine, and it has this really wonderful trim that we found. It's got beads all on there, and then a little Tim Holtz nameplate here. And let's flip through. In the front it has this gorgeous paper. It's like kind of a mossy green color, and it has this beautiful gold embossing on there. And the theme, this is kind of a prayer / Bible journal. So there's lots of little tuck spots, lots of little places for her to put little thoughts or write down Bible verses. Excuse me. So we'll start up here in the front pocket. There's a little sewn card. There's a little place here to journal with lots of little papers. And then there's this little envelope from Graphics Fairy with little journaling cards in there as well. And this is a flip out here where she can write this gorgeous paper, Tim Coffee. And then I have parts of a really old hymnal. So these, you're going to see that throughout this whole book. And more pocket here, little tea time pocket, and places to journal. And then a little tag. Then I did some printing, just some kind of garden themed things. This is a flip out for journaling here, and more Graphics Fairy here. Kind of a collage with some, I believe this is Tim Holtz ephemera sewn on there. And then I just printed and coffee stained some pages with some of my favorite Bible verses, or ones that I know that she would appreciate. Here's some more of that old hymnal, and then a kind of a cool trim and a little cross pendant. And here are some more tags inside this really pretty tracing paper pocket, and one that has some buttons just sewn on there, and then a bigger one with some journaling spots on the back. And then these are these cool little flip outs. I believe I saw that from maybe Nick the Booksmith. I've been watching a lot of her, a lot of Jabed, and a lot of Amity Bloom. So hello to you guys if you ever find your way here. You're magnificent, and I think it's fabulous what you do. And you inspire me all the time. And then here are little tuck spots behind that, little pockets behind those flip outs as well. Oops. And then we have another one here that just has a little like dragonfly and a little tree of life. And here is some more, this is just some old tea dyed muslin. And then here's some more of that old hymnal pages, another tuck spot, and a little cute one here. And then this opens as well for more writing and journaling space. This is another little pocket, journaling spot, journaling card, pockets inside pockets. Here we have another little journaling card that pulls out and can journal right on the bag. Little glassine bag. And then here's another pullout with just, it's got, oh, this is a part of a 1950s spelling and grammar book. So I glued that on the back. And then here is some more sewing and some more ribbons. This is that gorgeous Tim Coffee paper. I think it's just beautiful. And this is more of that from that same one. and another little pull-out with journaling space and some lace. And then this is kind of a paper trim that I put here. More journaling, printed. Here's a really old postcard from, we're in Minnesota, so this is from Lake Minnetonka, and it looks pretty. I love this postcard. It's very old. I believe it's from the 40s. Here's another collage with another pocket and a tag. Here's just another little beads stuck on there. More pockets. This has more of that old hymnal on it. More spots to journal. The same thing. This is just a collaged tag that's attached up here with a little clip, and you can take it off. This is more of that paper kind of ribbon trim stuff. Here's a little tracing paper pocket with a journaling card in there. And this cool, some of these are some really cool old fibers that I got from my aunt. And they just look really neat, kind of sewn in here. And some little bird ephemera. And then you can see through the back of that. And then I have this Bible, that there are pages from the Bible throughout this as well. And the Bible had this really cool old program from a service stuck in there. And so I've attached a couple pieces of it here. Ladies Aid Society. And then here it is, the Order of Worship. And it was so old, it was just falling apart. So, I mean, it was ripped into pieces, but I thought this piece was really cool. Sunday, April 16th, 1899. How cool is that? Some little bird ephemera and another tuck spot here, or I mean, excuse me, texting, another place where you can journal, far from texting, old school. And then some cool washi and another little image from the graphics fairy. These are some Tim Holtz rub-ons. Here's another page from that Bible from the 1800s, late 1800s. And then a little Tree of Life pendant. And just some more, a little envelope here with some more journaling spots in there tucked in. And just some more collaging with some old tulle and lace and a little applique, some washi tape. Here's some more of that Tim coffee paper, and put a little cute little piece of lace on the bottom there. And then here's a tag with spots to journal. This is the super cool trim that has these little sequins and little beads, and I think these are supposed to jingle, but they don't actually jingle, but it's super cool. And we found this in an old discount sewing store that I'm definitely going back to, because that was really cool. And here is another page from that old Bible in this tracing paper pocket, and then just another tag that I made, and some just little floral ephemera glued on here. Another page from that hymnal. This is the super cool project paper that is really actually quite thick and kind of soft. It's cool when you copy stain it, how it turns out. Here's just another little tag. Another page from, part from a hymn. And then this, I think, is my favorite little one, and I don't know if you can see it, but it catches the light so pretty. It's so faceted. It kind of reminds me of a little angel or something. Then more little tags, more sewing. This is, oh, these are tea bags. I think that was maybe Nazi that I saw that at, and I think she said maybe her mom, if I'm remembering right. Her mom saved the tea bags and opened them up, and I thought that was like super cool. And so it looks really cool in here. Just some little ephemera, a pocket with a couple little journaling pieces here, an envelope, and then a tag on the back with some more parts of that Bible there. Then these are just some buttons on the binding here. We have oops, excuse me, little pieces of tags and journaling cards. Oops, all the strings, right? And then again over here, some more sewing, or excuse me, journaling cards. There we go. And it's really pretty rose paper here, and then just some old yellow paper. And these cute little heart cards that I found at Joann on Black Friday because it was crazy, but I found those and that was happy. Some tulle. This is my 10-year-old Joy. She loves the tulle, so she wanted me to sew it. Thinks it looks like a tutu. And so she wanted me to put some of that on there. This is a book for a very special lady that we know, and that, so she wanted me to put some of that on there. And more of that really old hymnal. This is that project paper I was telling you about. It's really cool. And here is a tag with these cute little birds inside a pocket there, and journaling space on the back. And here's a little charm. It's a little compass. Then we've got a tuck spot here that nothing's tucked in. Surprise, but it's a tuck spot. And here's a little journaling card and a couple more journaling cards. This just has some sewing lines on it. And this is literally a card from a set that this woman gave me years ago, and I still had 1 or 2 left, so it's sitting there. There's a little belly band here so you can tuck things in there. And it folds out, and this folds up. So we're folding, flapping everywhere. There we go. And then here is some more of that. So here's that old hymnal. It folds up, folds up, folds up, folds up. You can journal all over the place. Some more printing. This pretty delicate little antique trim here. I think that's really pretty. Some more Bible verses. More of that Bible and some ledger. Here's some more of that really pretty Tim Coffee paper. Up here we have a big long journaling spot that you can kind of see through the tracing paper pocket. And then this opens up, more tracing paper, and another little journal card here that pops out. And it just tucks back in. And lots of sewing on lots of trims and ribbons, and this is another little spot here to journal with a couple of flaps of paper. And this super cool trim, I don't remember where I got it from, but it's super cool. And a little leaf pendant up here. More of that Bible page, or more, another page from the Bible. And some project papers back there. And then this is an old card catalog, I suppose, that I got as well. And more Bible verses and some of that super cool knitting yarn, I guess you'd call it, fiber, with some ribbon behind it. More Bible verses. It's cool, and you probably can't tell that it's like patterned. It feels like wallpaper or something. It's really cool paper. And the Lord's Prayer ephemera, and just a big journaling tag. And some cool lace. And another little journaling spot here. And then this is the last signature. We have some more tags up here, and that and this are inside of this glassine bag. And then here's another tag right here with journaling space. And the super cool vintage trim that I found, like that's yummy. And a little journaling booklet thing with just some cool little spots. Be fearless. Some cool spots to journal in there, and then hide away. And then these all flip up, and you can journal on them and behind them and everywhere. More of that wonderful Bible, and a flip out here, it says journal. More of that really pretty trim, some more of that Bible, some papers, and a little bead pendant that says hope stuck on the tag. This is actually a drawing that I made at school during during some testing that I had to proctor, and it was long, and so I was coloring, because why not, right? So I included some of that in there. This is a hymn called Be a Light for Jesus. So it says let your light shine, and some really cool gold, super kind of reflective washi there to all do the light thing. Here's more of that really cool trim, only this time in pink. I found it in green and pink. I just love it. That's super cool. And some more little journaling areas, some more of that tea bag stuff, places to journal, journal and tuck, journal and tuck. Another little spot, just tag, some more collaging, I suppose. And the last pockets here, we have this guy with some tea bags standing on there and places to journal, and that's tucked inside of this beautiful flower paper, and I fussy cut that along and made it a pocket. And then here's a little bit more of that Bible and another tag that goes inside of there. Just spots and spots and spots, and some cool collage trim and doily, and then finally the back here with more of that gorgeous gold paper and this beautiful, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's shiny along the sides here. Society Botanical Artisans. It's that beautiful Tim Coffey paper. So there it is, all the goodness along the sides and the edges, and all the sewing and strings, and I can't wait to give this to her. And thank you for watching this, and hopefully you'll come back to see more of my projects. Bye-bye.